Well, hey, what's up guys? Good morning. I'm going for an early drive. I like drives like these because there's no traffic. There's lighter traffic. But I also wanted to answer some of the questions I've been getting in DMs, and instead of answering just to that person privately, I'll also make a video about it and just kind of talk about that topic for a little bit, and maybe it could help other people as well who have very similar questions. So first question we've got today, someone asked, question, coming from a front wheel drive manual to the S3, is it as fun? I want an S3 and currently have an Integra Type S. Do you think it's worth it? So I can speak from my ownership with the front wheel drive GTI, and I also had a manual GTI. What I will say is the manual GTI is 100% more engaging. If that's what you're going for, if you just want a vehicle that is more engaging, then get a manual car. You're gonna have that third pedal, you can do the downshift, all that fancy stuff you wanna do. Now, where the manual isn't as good anymore is when it comes to shifting. Yes, you can be a pro shifter and you can shift really good, but these new cars nowadays with TCU tunes and all that stuff, like, it's just hard to beat a computer that already has the next gear locked and loaded. So, if you're trying to be the fastest, technically the automatic or the DSG is the way to go. But if you want more driver engagement, then, get the manual, and you don't care about being like the quickest thing out there, then it's definitely more fun and enjoyable. In regards to front wheel drive versus all wheel drive, you guys know the answer to this. All wheel drive obviously is going to hook up much better, and you can utilize a lot more of the power, down low, mid-range, low rolls. The all wheel drive will be a lot more usable, obviously. I think where the front wheel drive wins is if you like the added drama of spinning the front wheels. Some people really like that stuff, especially like the Hondas. When I had my Civic Si front wheel drive, spinning the front wheels was kind of fun. Yeah, you felt a little rebellious there, but it's pretty fun to sprint the front tires, when you just want to mess around. Obviously, if you're going for like the fastest time, and again, you want to be the fastest or faster than most, then spinning ain't winning. So, you're going to want to have all-wheel drive. Those are the pros and cons. If I were to do it all over again, I would just go for the all-wheel drive. Knowing myself, I'm going to want to turn up the power, and I want to be able to use all that power in every single gear. So, yeah, I would go for the S3 or an all-wheel drive variant vehicle. Question number 2. Someone asks, can I ask why you chose the S3 over the Golf R when you moved from the GTI? I made a whole video about this. You guys have also flamed me for posting that video, so I'll keep it short. I wanted to have a sedan. I like the interior and the exterior of the S3. And when it came down to the price, all the Golf Rs had a dealer markup. While with the S3, I found it at a lower cost. I was able to negotiate a better deal than the Volkswagen dealerships that did not want to budge on their Golf R pricing. That's the short version. If you want the long version, I'll link that video somewhere down below. Man, what a nice day for the drive, guys. Like, I love this car, man. We're deep in the city right now. I don't know if you guys can see, but you got all the skyscrapers and all that. So we're cruising down. Usually you can't really drive through the city like this. There's always a bunch of traffic. You're in stop and go traffic, people want to cut you off, it's like a zoo out here. But on days like this, you can really appreciate the city much more. You're just able to cruise peacefully. Like, this is really nice. Yes, I see some cars in the road, but it's definitely not like peak rush hour. All right, and we're back. We got the early morning drink here. And the next question we have is, since your S3 is tuned for E50, what is your process that you do when you're at the pump to reach a strict E50 blend? How do you know how much 91 octane and E85 to mix to reach E50? All right, guys, the simple answer to that is to use a ethanol calculator. If you're not sure what an ethanol calculator is, you literally just Google on your phone ethanol calculator before you pull up to the pump. And what you're basically doing is entering your level of fuel currently in the tank, your current ethanol concentration in the tank, and what your desired fuel mixture is. So in my case, if I use this app, I would say I am at 50% fuel in the tank, and I am currently at regular E10, which is most gasoline pumps, they have about E10 in it. And then I am trying to go for an E50 blend. That would auto-calculate how much E85 and pump gas I need to mix together. And it would tell me exactly how much to pump. And it's completely free when you Google these E85 ethanol calculators. There's different websites or different brands and versions you can use. They might have an app for it. I don't use the app. I really just Google it whenever I need to fill up. What's nice about the S3, I'm not sure if the Volkswagens do this, but what's nice about the Audi is that on the Audi app, it has your fuel percentage right there. So instead of guessing and saying, oh, well, I have about like 100 miles left in the tank, it just has the actual percentage. So for me, it's super accurate every single time. If you also want to be more on the safer side, you can use a ethanol testing tube. They sell them like on Amazon, and you can test the concentration of your favorite local gas station, just to make sure that when you're inputting these ratio or these numbers in the ethanol calculator, you're getting accurate results. So that's how I do it. I don't really use the ethanol tube as much anymore. I used to do it a lot on the GTI days, but from what I've noticed is that the fuel out here is pretty consistent for the most part. So once in a while I'll test it, but majority of the time I just use the ethanol calculator and go about my day. Man, this thing is insanely quick. All right, guys, well, that's all the time we have today to answer some questions. Stay tuned for the next iteration of this video where we answer more questions that we've gotten in the DM. If you enjoy this, give the video a like, helps the channel grow, and hope to catch you on the next one. Peace.